So Wave 6 is here. And yeah, hello guys, and welcome to another stream. And I have the tournament open here, so hopefully most people have joined. But yeah, Wave 6 is out, and yeah, this is pretty exciting.
Yeah, probably I would argue it's probably the best wave so far in terms of its variety and its the characters as well. Just bring it up, and all the other features.
Have you joined the tournament?
Yeah, I was just playing a course right now. I'm exiting it.
Yeah, I have the same code as last time. But yeah, hey Super Starfy. Hello Jax the Epic.
Like, we've been just getting Mario content and just Nintendo stuff non-stop these past few months. Honestly, it's been pretty crazy.
Wait, hold on. IGN posted my they posted my thing on Instagram.
But they did?
Yeah, the thing with Jonathan Banks or the Mike Ehrmantraut and the Bolson thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, did they credit you? Or did they just post like...
No, it does show my name in it. It does show my name. So technically it yeah, it was IGN on Instagram. That's crazy. I need I had that idea of Jonathan Banks being Bolson for a while, because like, I mean, Bolson looks a little bit like Mike. So,
yeah.
That is crazy. So,
that's cool.
Have you joined yet?
See, yeah, I guess I need to just join by tournament, not by your name.
But yeah, everyone is welcome to join. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's cool. I guess they liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, they posted different people's tweets on there, and mine was one of them. That's crazy. I know I've been acknowledged by Nintendo Life, and a few other gaming journalists before with with certain things.
Yeah.
But IGN, that's like, crazy.
How'd you do with the Nintendo Life one? How'd they...
Oh, that was actually, there was a couple times. One was because I acknowledged I found out about a Paper Mario reference, of course, in Mario Strikers Battle League. And the other time was for this GameCube Nintendo Switch Online mock-up that I made. Oh, and I think they might have showed one thing, like this video thing that I made. I made like this Earthbound video as a joke. I think that might have shown up on like a gaming journalist site.
Yeah, none of my stuff has been picked up by news, honestly. The only thing I've had is that where people like, they'll make a video about Wii Homebrew or something, and they'll link to my video or something.
Yeah.
That's the only instances where I actually get anything like that. But yeah, I've actually never gotten surprisingly for some of the videos I made, I've never actually gotten any like news.
I forgot it was 200cc.
Anything. At least I don't know of. Maybe there is something, but I doubt it. But maybe that mock-up video I made, for example, for the Wii one.
Or the Nintendo NFTs.
Oh yeah, that I remember. I was so mad because I did that and then someone just stole it. And
oh yeah, I remember that. And I tried to get people to see your post, but
yeah, and then like that person's post just blew up, and mine just got like 1,000 likes. And I was just like, that's when I was just like, bro, there's no point in posting on this thing. We're just like, take yours, and they don't even like
I mean,
do
Twitter.
anything.
People on Twitter do that all the time.
Yeah,
so.
it's just like, it's just really like very very interesting. But like it depends too on like the person that it gets picked up on. You know what I mean? It depends.
Yeah.
Like it could be like literally like 10 people could post the exact same thing, exact same text, everything. But if some person just has like not even just a little bit more followers, if they have more active followers and people that are like really social, then it's like it will just blow up, right? And it's just like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a luck kind of thing where it's like if you have those certain people that retweet it or interact with it, that's where you get a lot of stuff, right? But it can be kind of a challenge, right? Thing is though, like even if I were to post that NFT thing on YouTube, it's not gonna get the same audience that like they kind of hate everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Twitter is a very specific audience too, where it's like they complain about everything and everything.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, oh no, Mario's his shirt is not as red as it like should be. Like it's always
Princess
something
Peach
stupid.
looks too much like the movie design. Remember
Yeah,
that
it's like
one
they-
thing?
But then if they don't change it, they're gonna be like, she looks too boring. Just like, ugh,
Oh, is anyone joining the tournament thing here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I put the code in the chat. Like, I want people to join. I'm gonna post it on Twitter.
So she
too.
said the Nintendroid Tumblr also acknowledged me for a discovery about the
Oh.
Nickelodeon GBA videos. That's cool.
Oh, Jax Epic said, can you do the YouTube hoop stream next? I think I might wait to do that until my Thanksgiving break when I have more time. Cause
Oh yeah, when is the Thanksgiving? That's at the. That's like.
That's the week after next week.
Okay, so the week after Mario RPG, right?
Yeah. So I'll have a lot of
okay,
time to
okay.
play Mario RPG because of the break that I'm gonna have and everything.
Yeah. Like already, like Christmas stuff is starting to get set up here.
Oh yeah.
And like it, I'm not sure if it's the same over.
Oh
there.
yeah, it's the same. It's like they already do like a lot of Christmas stuff in November.
Yeah, for us it's like because we have no Thanksgiving, they just like get started immediately.
In the US it doesn't matter. Like even when there's Thanksgiving, they still like do a ton of Christmas stuff.
Yeah, it's like get the marketing early, right?
Yeah, and Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, so
Oh, okay.
but it's kind of crazy how that works in the US.
Yeah. It's weird because like the UK, which we have a lot of influence of, right? Like we have a lot of influence in them, and they don't really have Thanksgiving, so it's kind of weird. Where it's like we kind of have a version of Thanksgiving, but kind of our own thing, and it's a bit weird. So I don't know. It is a bit strange, but that means we just don't have anything in November, really. So I guess it's just easy for them to just start with Christmas stuff without having to do much. I like this course. It's easy to follow along with where to go.
Yeah.
I like how it looks too.
Now we actually get to play the final lap of this since it crashed the first time we tried to play on it.
One thing here with Canada though, it's like Black Friday deals are like garbage compared to like in the US, the deals are so much better. That's why I know people I think people from Canada like they'll go down to the US to get better deals. It's so expensive.
And you could also ship things from the US too, like from Amazon.
Yeah, but some stuff is just really expensive. Like I wanted to get that physical Mr. Gimmick, but it will cost like with import and everything, it probably costs like double amount. I wanted to get it, the gimmick special edition, and it's like it's not even worth it because it's like, um, oh yeah, it says it can't even ship. I looked on Amazon.com for gimmick special edition. It says this item cannot be shipped to your selected delivery location. Please choose another one.
Yeah, so she said, Mario fans hated Peach's movie design, despite the fact that the same exact people were worshipping said movie 5 seconds ago. Yeah, people who hate on the Mario movie are just, is just a downright awful person. Well, I mean, that's just your opinion if you don't like the movie, but it depends on your reasoning for why you don't like the movie, because sometimes there's very weird reasoning for why you don't like certain movies, but
Honestly, like, I think the movie just is a good thing overall for, like...
yeah.
Like, even if you don't like the movie, you have to at least admit that it's bringing more people into the franchise that maybe would have never touched the Mario game.
You know, Mario Wonder wouldn't have been as expressive as it was if it wasn't for the movie.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly, would things like Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door remakes actually happen if it wasn't for the movie? Because the movie, I mean, while the story doesn't have like that in depth of a story,
Thousand Year Door story, like,
it's still
like, better than.
It's still like the movie still compared to like 90% of like non-Mario RPG Mario media. I'd say like it does have like a more interesting story than like the mainline Mario games. But
yeah, it gives us kind of an idea of Mario's like kind of backstory and stuff, which I thought was really good. That really hasn't been shown properly, right?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think to me the most important thing is like, even if you don't like what the movie is, like, you have to at least, you know, respect what the movie, like, we wouldn't have all these cool games that we're getting, all this cool content without it, I think. So, well, it's not in the same way, right? So I'm really happy with that. And I think, honestly, the movie, each updated box art looks better.
Yeah, I think, it definitely looks more expressive and more fitting for the game.
Yeah, it looks way, way, way better. In fact, I think when I initially saw it, right, I remember someone posted it, like, the first, when I saw it, I was like, I think I misread it, where I thought it said, like, the Japanese version got updated and the America one didn't or something. I thought I read that. I was like, oh, that's disappointing. I like the new one better. And then I realized that they just updated for both for every region. I was like, I think like I misunderstood it. But honestly, like, it made me realize that, yeah, it was better because I wanted it, right? So I'm really glad that they decided to do it. I mean, if people don't like it, well, I mean, I guess that's why the Mario franchise won't evolve. There's the same people being like, Mario's bland and stuff. It's just like... It's like the same people when they say, like, New Super Mario Bros, you know, needs to be updated and changed.
Let me read the chat a little bit. I like the new movie well enough, but I feel like I prefer the 1993 film at this point. I actually...
Exactly. The 1993 movie is peak fiction.
You know, the thing is, I actually... I actually kind of like the 1993 movie. Like, I just think it's so weird and interesting. But
it's a weird thing that kind of just exists. I mean, I would say it's definitely not like as like a bad movie. It's a good bad movie because it's just
it's so bad that it's good. Honestly,
yeah, exactly. But it's not like a good Mario movie.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't represent the Mario franchise well. But it's just funny seeing the movie, knowing that they're trying to represent things from the Mario franchise. But
I think it's like back then they had enough to work with too. It's not like they
with Super Mario 3 and Mario World introduced a ton of things.
They had Mario Land. I mean, they had some stuff in Mario, like Daisy's in there for some reason.
The Deke cartoons actually were fairly faithful to the games. Like as much as people like to make jokes about like how certain character designs looked weird in those shows, I would say they were pretty faithful for the time, like the Mario cartoons. But
yeah, honestly, like the movie, they had a lot more to work with, but it's like they just misunderstood the entire point of Mario, and they didn't quite understand. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, but I do like the movie for what it was, and it is like pretty funny, the kind of viewing it as like so bad that it's good. But I do prefer the newer movie, honestly, because I I just
think
love
any
the
day,
thing.
like you prefer the newer movie.
Yeah.
Like it's like saying, oh yeah, do I prefer Hotel Mario or like to like the movie? It's just like, yeah, Hotel Mario is funny and it's like kind of weird and bad, but it's like,
You know, I think
I mean,
I think a good comparison, like that's like more like a little less extreme, is like comparing. Let me see, like
although Hotel Mario cutscenes are peak, we all know that. and Link, if like if Link doesn't say the CDI stuff, I don't want him. I don't want it.
I think it's like comparing. I'm trying to think of something that like would compare in quality, like in terms of Mario games and everything. Like comparing. Let's see, maybe comparing maybe Mario Kart 7 to Mario Kart Super Circuit. That's the best comparison that I can make. Like Mario Kart 7, I mean, it's like obvious. Well, for most people, would be considered
Honestly,
better. But
I wouldn't even say on the same spectrum.
well, I'm just saying because I still enjoyed the 1993 movie. So I was thinking of something that isn't really bad, but is just kind of dated.
Honestly, from what I actually haven't really watched the movie in full, but from what I've seen from the movie, it just seems like it's trying to be a parody. Or it's like a homemade kind of. Apparently I had a big budget though, right? I had a big budget for the movie, but it's like it just seems sort of like. It seems sort of like they tried to like a parody of it instead of like, yes, we're doing a Super Mario movie, and we're trying to do a parody of it. So, yeah, but I mean it's pretty cool that way, But let's just hope, since since the Wario stuff has been pretty cool.
Oh,
maybe we'll see new Wario Land. I know you've been enjoying WarioWare. Move It. I don't know. I always think it's Get It Together because the name WarioWare Move It doesn't ring as well as Get It Together. But it's pretty. But it's yeah, I know you've been enjoying the game.
Oh yeah, I think it's pretty good. I would say, honestly, even though it does kind of lack content, I would say it's just as good as Get It Together quality-wise.
Does it have a song? Like a vocal song, like Get It Together did?
No, I don't think it does. But I would say I do prefer the jingles in between the micro games over Get It Togethers. Because, like, Get It Togethers, they were fine, but I do feel like they were a bit plain compared to Gold and Smooth Moves. But but the jingles in Move It sound really catchy again. And also the cutscenes have voice acting.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm really, yeah, I don't think we're in the same lobby anymore.
Yeah, I think it switches around. I'm glad that Funky Kong is finally in this game.
Yeah. I was really worried that they were gonna pick either Diddy Kong or Funky Kong, because I had a feeling that Pauline would get in there.
Honestly,
But I wasn't sure who they'd pick.
Do you think that Funky Kong would have been added to Mario Kart Tour in the first place? And then, also, obviously this game later, but do you think he would have been re-added to Mario Kart if it wasn't for the fans?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, yeah, you're right, because... Like, it'd be really interesting to hear what Nintendo's original plans for this DLC was.
It probably wasn't as interesting as it ended up being.
Yeah.
I think the best WarioWare jingles came from Twisted and Touched. Yeah, I really like Twisted's, well, especially the Wario Man one. That one gets stuck in my head sometimes. But personally, my favorites are between Smooth Moves, Gold, and Now Move It, I would say, are probably my favorites. Gold, especially, I would say. Gold has so many, like earworms for the jingles.
You like really catchy things that get stuck in your head.
Yeah. And then also from Smooth Moves, I always get the tiny Wario one stuck in my head. Like I always get that one. Do you know do you know the jingle that I'm talking about from Smooth Moves? Have you heard it before?
The one I like on Spinach is the one with like 9 volts one. That one has a good transition theme between those segments. But yeah, I haven't really played much of Smooth Moves, so maybe I've not got there. Is that the first? It's not the first one, right? Because then the first one's Wario.
Yeah, the first one is usually Wario.
Yeah. So. But I also like, do you know WarioWare DIY? The transition theme between with Jimmy T. That was a good one too. With the song, the Body Rock.
Honestly, I feel like I could, like, golds are, like, really memorable. Like, I can remember, like, almost, like, all of the themes from that in my head.
Yeah, gold is really, really good.
And it's kind of unfortunate that it only sold about, like, 300,000 copies. Because, honestly, it's, like, the ultimate WarioWare game.
You remember when they announced WarioWare Gold and they didn't have a final logo,
yeah.
so it was just some text?
Oh, yeah, it was just a generic, yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness. And then I remember people were like, oh, it's going to be on Switch, and then it never...
Yeah, there was like a rumor that it was going to come to Switch, but that didn't end up happening. Honestly, it would have been nice to have that game on the Switch. I mean, I know it has the touchscreen thing, but that's just
Gold,
like one category.
Yeah, it got like really low reviews for the time. I remember though. I think Metacritic.
No, I thought it had pretty good reviews. I thought it was in like the 80s. I think.
Yeah, it's like a 78. Yeah, I guess you're right, 80s. But I remember some like reviewers weren't the biggest fan of it. I think it was it IGN that didn't like it, or
probably due to the fact that the content was from other games. Like it was kind of a collection, like a best of sort of thing.
Yeah. I remember when I watched the thing, they're like, oh, we don't... Yeah, they gave it like a 70. It's like... Yeah, and like even the game has like a 1 star by 9,000 people on GameStop Canada. So that's a bit worrying. Like, how does it have 1... It's rated 1 out of 5 by 95,000 people.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Oh, this is not. This has to be just the Canadians, right? Please be just the Canadians.
This will be my first time playing Super Mario RPG, because I've never played the original. That's great. Super Mario RPG is a really good game, so I'm glad you're gonna get into it with the remake.
Oh yeah, look, it has a 5-star on GameStop.com. Bro, what are the Canadians? What are they doing? Come on, this is unacceptable.
They don't have a good taste in terms of WarioWare.
This is horrible. From 9,000 people, it got 1 star out of 5. That's ridiculous.
95,000 folks have no culture in the slightest.
It says like 95,000 gamers rated it like 1 star. Like, how? Like...
Let's see.
Wait, but I have a question. Does GameStop in US, do you have like used games from like, not just Switch, right? And
yeah.
Because like, we don't have any like other games. We just have like new stuff. They don't have like used stuff here. So, but like, do they still have 3DS stuff? If you go to like a GameStop,
I think they
get like a 3DS game.
I don't really go to the GameStop that often, but well, sometimes I do. But oh, I'm finally in your room. But I think you still can at some locations.
Okay. I remember when they had Wii games and then they got rid of everything.
Well, the thing is with 3DS, like, you can't buy new games, but like used.
No, I mean like used stuff.
Yeah.
Like, do they have that? Like you can go to a store and they might have like WarioWare Gold or something.
I think they might. I might be wrong though, but I think actually yeah, I think a lot of locations still do have like used games from older consoles.
Like I've heard, like yeah, GameStop is kind of not the greatest thing in the U.S. That's what I've heard.
And the funny thing is, like throughout the years, like at GameStop, like a lot of the used copies of certain games, they just have the cartridges. Like they have way more cartridges than they do like complete in box for games.
Yeah, because people like I don't know who does this. Like who like gets rid of the box and just has the cartridge. That's like probably the most annoying thing I never understand.
Imagine
because
if people
like,
do that.
It's the size of a book. I mean, like not even. It's like so small the case.
Yeah, and imagine if people do that with the Switch. Like
yeah, like
they just have all these little cartridges
all
sitting
the
around.
N64 games. I mean, like boxes that survived, right? Like not very many.
Yeah,
and
that's why they're so
people
expensive.
Like, yeah, because it's like people will just get rid of a Switch case, and I don't understand because it's like it's clearly like worth more complete anyways. So you should, and it's like it doesn't take up that much room. You probably people have shelves.
I like that how that
like
one Mii.
Some small shelf. Like,
I like how that one Mii looks really similar to yours.
Yeah, that's my
your evil twin.
Yeah.
I hope it chooses Rainbow Road.
Like the backwards version of me, like called not in order.
Yes.
That's like literally if you put Anto Metro backwards, it's like not in order, and I've used that as like an alt. That people don't even know. It's always funny. That's cool. Actually, I've seen like that like some you can get like 3DS games at GameStop. That's cool. Or like US GameStop.
Yeah, this is really nostalgic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you ever like have like a game that you remember, then you come back to it and have like a bunch of like fond memories of that game? Like, and just listen to the music of it again after like not playing it for like 5 years or more?
Honestly, like the games I feel like I get that is like Wii Sports Resort. That's the one I really have a lot of nostalgia for.
I got that from Mario Kart Wii like a couple of years ago. I remember listening to this song for Rainbow Road, and I just got flooded with like a wave of nostalgia. And then I listened to re-listened to the whole soundtrack, and then played all of the like just kind of went back to playing that game a little bit, and that was pretty nostalgic. And then another thing happened to me with Dream Team, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, when I heard like Never Let Up, when someone like put it in the Discord. It was like the Discord rhythm thing that like was discontinued, where people like would listen to the music in the voice chat. Yeah. But someone put Never Let Up from Dream Team in there, and just I got flooded with like a wave of nostalgia from when I first played that game.
Honestly, like the two games I find I have a lot of nostalgia for are Wii Sports Resort and Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Those are two games that I am playing a lot of. Yeah, those two probably are the most like particular ones. Wii Music as well. I know it was not the greatest game ever, but I did play that game a lot.
That's funny that you have nostalgia for that game in particular.
I know, it's so like...
Remember when he did that one stream? Yeah, you need to stream that game again.
Like, I think I completed everything. I'm not sure. I have to like look at like how do I 100% that game. Because I think I may have completed everything, but... Yeah, like...
Whoa, I almost... Skip that section.
You know, I may do a stream of me playing like the most random Wii games that I just have.
Yeah.
Like it's like the most random stuff that you'll be like, honestly, if you see like the games that I played like as my childhood, you'd feel sorry for me.
Well,
it's like,
to be fair, I also played like a lot of shovelware and things when I was younger on the DS and Wii.
I mean, that's all I got for like Christmas and stuff. Like, literally, you know, instead of getting like an actual good game, and again, this is the point too where it's like, it was kind of like 2012, 2011 maybe, and I was getting these like Wii games that were so trash. And it's like at that time there were clearances to get like you could get like really good games, right? Like
Yeah.
at that time. But instead it's
2012,
like, oh,
you could have gotten
here's,
Xenoblade Chronicles.
I know, like I could have gotten good stuff. Instead, like that's the problem. We would go to the library and they would have like nothing. They would have at the library. All they would have available would be like Wipeout on the Wii, some random game. I don't even think they had any like Mario or anything. At least I don't remember seeing any of that. Maybe they did.
I
They could have
remember,
had- but I don't remember.
I think this was Demeech who sent me this, but there was one time, it was like, I think it was like at his library or something, there was a copy of Paper Mario Color Splash. I think that was
Oh, yeah.
Demeech. Oh yeah, we're on the Rocky Wrench. Yeah, it has the Rocky Wrenches on this one with the new design that actually have the shells, which is really cool. They finally brought that back after so many years. They don't now. They finally don't just look like Monty Bulls wearing goggles.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but like I played this like one puzzle game from EA and then I wanted it for Christmas because I played it. Again, like most of these games were pretty bad, but I didn't like have like I guess yeah, like I played these like really weird games. I played that I remember I'm trying to remember some of them that I have, but it's like, yeah, I think for one of the birthdays I got like Madagascar 3 on the Wii. And I was like, that's it. It had
Wait,
like
honestly,
5 mini games.
Wait, I think that game actually has Bryan. Well, I know Bryan Cranston voices one of the characters in the movie, but I think he actually has voice clips in that game, and he's the actor for Walter White. So you have some Walter White voice clips in that game.
Yeah, and like I got that for Christmas, and it's just like, and again, this is probably like 2012 or I think that movie came out in 2013 or something, right?
I thought that was 2012.
Maybe 2012. Actually, maybe 2013 is a bit too late, but again, that was around that time anyways. But I don't imagine something like Mario would have been too expensive during that time. But like that's like kind of the stuff I got, right? I got these games that were just really not good, and yeah, it's like I really wish that, because my parents didn't know anything either. I remember I think my dad I got Mario Galaxy for my birthday, I think. Again, I didn't really play it because I was like in kindergarten. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to play it, and I didn't have any help with it because my dad was like, it's not like he was confused. Apparently, he told me that when I got the game that it was gonna be like New Super Mario Bros. Basically, he thought it was gonna be something like that. Like he thought it was gonna be 2D. He didn't know about this 3D Mario thing, so he was confused.
Oh wait, which one was this again?
Galaxy.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got Galaxy, but I remember maybe he was trying to help me, but he didn't quite understand because I think he thought it was weird because it wasn't like a 2D game. So he was confused. But if I would have got New Super Mario Bros, like he would have been a lot more like, oh, I know what this is, right?
I kind of had, I grew up kind of with both like 2D and 3D Mario since, before like my first 2 mainline Mario games, apparently I got the DS before I got the Wii. Actually, I'm not sure. Like my dad was telling me, like, because I was like really young at the time, like 4 and 5 when I got like both my DS and Wii. Like they were around the same time, but apparently I got the DS before I got the Wii. It might be wrong though. But it was around the same time. But my first 2 mainline Mario games were New Super Mario Bros. DS and Super Mario 64 DS. So I feel like at the time that's kind of like the best of both worlds in terms of like 2D and 3D Mario. Like from a starting point, that's like a great starting point. Like 64 DS is like the best version of Mario 64 in my opinion, and it's a great starting point for 3D Mario, despite the fact that
you know what? You know what's an okay, continue.
despite the fact that it uses the D-pad, I do feel like it is still like a really good starting point. Like for
yeah,
like
it's,
me being
it's a pretty cool game.
yeah, like for me, like for the 5-year-old me at the time. And then New Super Mario Bros. DS, of course, is a great start for me for like 2D Mario and everything.
You know, I'm trying to think. I think the first video game I may have ever played, maybe, I'm not exactly sure. Again, I don't exactly know. I had Lego Star Wars 2 on the original Xbox. I remember that I played quite a bit.
Is that the same original Xbox that
oh wait, Paper Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the same one. Yeah.
Wait,
so
I almost backtracked on that for a second because I was thinking, oh wait, could you even do that on the original Xbox? And I was thinking it would be like one of the
you
newer.
Can. It is a thing that you can do. There's even a DS emulator for it as well.
That's interesting. Wait, that's interesting.
It's like if 1 frame per second is like really bad, but like it is technically a thing. Maybe it got better now. I don't know. I have to see maybe. Yeah, so but I think maybe the first game I ever played, and I'm thinking there's a chance it could have been Lego Indiana Jones as well.
I'm gonna read the chat here. Hey Reese, how would you think a Donkey Kong movie would be like? I think they'll probably adapt like Donkey Kong Country like elements like that. Well, King K. Rool, that's like a no-brainer. They'd obviously have him as
there was rumors about a movie happening, right, for Donkey Kong?
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure if I've seen.
Yeah, and wasn't like there was rumors about them doing like a Donkey Kong film. I think, and having like Seth Rogen in it.
I'm gonna read a few more things in the chat. The Fun Memories game for me was SpongeBob movie game for the GBA. I played SpongeBob the Yellow Avenger on the DS. That's one I played a lot. Who's your favorite character? Do you like so much? In this game, I would say before this update, in this game, Kamek, but now it might be Funky Kong or Pauline.
Yeah, the same thing kind of for me too.
Though my favorite character in general, I'd have to say, for like video games and everything, is a tie between
Paper Mario.
Well, Vivian from Thousand Year Door and Kirby.
Okay.
I really can't decide between the two as my, and then Mario would be like, actually honestly Mario is almost tied with that too.
I like Wario and I like Kirby and I like Luigi as well.
Wario's pretty close to being one of my favorites too. Mario's like a close second behind Kirby and Vivian.
But did you have a lot of like other? I guess you had like New Super Mario Bros. The DS and Super Mario 64 DS. I guess you had some other games.
Yeah, like I said, SpongeBob the Yellow Avenger. I had a retro Atari collection thing.
Okay.
But not Atari 2600, but like the arcade games.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
And then, I think they had, like... I haven't really heard many people talk about that collection before, because it came out in, like, 2005, I think. But another retro collection thing that I had on the DS was Namco Museum DS, which I have a lot of fun memories from.
Yeah, once I get the Wii version of Namco Museum.
That's how I first played, like... That's how I first played, Dig Dug 2, and Pac-Man Versus. Though I did play Pac-Man before I played, Namco Museum DS, since I have the, Jack-specific, plug-and-play that has, like, some Namco arcade games.
I have the SpongeBob one. You know, with, like, the nose?
Oh, yeah.
Color? Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with the Jack specific Namco one. Demeach also had that one.
I mean,
And I
I
think
just got it like not too long ago. I didn't have it from a long time.
there is also like a couple of
So-
YouTubers, other YouTubers who had it as well. I think it was like Scott the Waz or someone like that had the plug and play, that same plug and play. I forgot. It was either Scott the Waz or like someone else.
Yeah, really, all I had was the. For a while, I had the Xbox and the Wii. But the thing is, you know what? The main thing why I didn't play a lot of Wii games was because that the batteries would always constantly die in that system, and it was the most annoying thing to replace ever. Especially if we didn't have any batteries, you had to try all different kinds, and it was just really annoying, right? To try to be like, oh, I want to play this game. Okay, you have to find batteries and then make sure it works, and especially like
Yeah.
I play a lot with my sister too, so we'd have to have like 2 controllers set up and ready to go. So it was just really annoying. I think that's honestly the reason why I never played a lot of Wii games. Even though I mean, I spent a lot of time on the Wii games, but I didn't play a lot of them as much as I think I should have. Like, there are a lot of Nintendo ones that I had, like, mainly Mario Galaxy. That was the only really good one I had that I didn't really play much of because of the battery problem. So I didn't really ever bother playing it. I don't
Oh,
know.
hey Devin.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a stream where I play the most random games that I have. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for Mario RPG. That's gonna be amazing. I was just thinking about that again.
Yeah, like, it's gonna be so exciting. That'll be like day 1 purchase,
I've,
and I'm so excited.
you know, it comes out the day after I have one of my midterms, so
Yeah.
I'll have to do that, and then it will be time for Mario RPG. So it's just one more little hurdle that I have to get through before, but it will be rewarding since I mean I am studying a lot for that. So
Yeah, I've been just working on videos. I finished my top 10 video because I'm dealing with like sponsors. I have to like show them the video, then they want to like, change it.
that reminds me, I need to get some sponsors sometime soon, because I was working on that.
Yeah, maybe I'll let you know some of them that I have.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing something similar to Demeach in being sponsored by like certain ones that make accessories.
Yeah, like
Because Demeach kind of
sometimes I'll
suggested
get,
me
like,
some of them.
messages. Like, do you have on your channel? I guess you have like an email set up, right? People can,
Yes.
like, reach you. Yeah. Yeah. So I pretty much have that. But pretty much it just kind of started happening. I remember like where companies just started reaching out to me like, oh, can we send you this for free or send me that for free, right? And I would do videos on that, right? I'd be like, okay, I'll do a review for free. And then eventually it came to the point where companies are like, oh, we do a sponsorship. And then I'm like, okay, right? And then because I do that sponsorship, other companies and other people see it. So it kind of like, it's like a domino effect, basically.
Yeah. You know, I want to see if I can get a review copy of some of those upcoming Paper Mario inspired games. I know there's the Born of Bread one coming out pretty soon. I know I did get I wasn't able to review it because of all the controversy that kind of happened with it, unfortunately. But Outbound Ghost, I got a review code for that. But I didn't really, like, by the time I was I got the code and everything and was able to, like, make, like, videos about it, like, that the whole thing was going on. It had to be
there was
delisted.
something.
And,
Yeah.
But I do have it on Switch and everything, so I'm not even sure if it's still up on the eShop.
I kind of like, I've kind of refrained from doing video reviews of games because I've gotten codes from companies and I take a look at the game and I'd be like, this game is just kind of...
Oh, here's a good question from Jack's the Epic. What emulators do you use? I use quite a lot of them. Dolphin, obviously, for GameCube and Wii. And then for DS, I use Melon DS.
That one's a good one, yeah.
3DS, I use Citra. Don't tell Nintendo I said this, but I use Yuzu for Switch.
I mean, like, it's for testing purposes. It's for
Well, I only have one game that I'm emulating on it, and it's Paper Mario: The Origami King, and it's for modding.
But you dumped it yourself. You dumped it yourself.
Yes, I'm just gonna say that I dumped it myself.
You dumped it yourself. Yeah. Because I dumped Mario Wonder before it came out. I did that and I dumped it very much 100%. And it was really fun.
But yeah, I use Yuzu just for modding Origami King. Like, well, since
I want to try that stuff on Regions because I got that one to work. So.
Since I'm trying out the Origami King Refolded mod, which is an amazing mod, by the way. It basically makes Origami King as creative as the other Paper Mario games in the series.
Yeah, I want to check it out because I don't know how to do modding on like Ryu Jinx, but maybe I'll search it up. But that's one I've been. Honestly, it was actually kind of scarily easy to get stuff running on there. Like, it was really scarily easy. I was like...
Then, I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but Citra for 3DS games.
Yeah. Then SNES is a pretty good one, I think.
I forgot what it's called for the Nintendo 64 one that I use. I think it's...
Project 64?
I think it's Mugen 64 that I use, or it's either... Or Simple 64. I forgot what it's called exactly. It's like something like that.
Project 64 is a pretty good one.
Well... You know, Project 64, not for Paper Mario, not for Paper Mario.
Okay.
Yeah, never,
really, like.
Yeah, just a
Paper Mario.
Yeah, just a point of advice for Project 64: never emulate Paper Mario on it, because I've run into so many problems before. Like, it crashes almost every time I try to run Paper Mario on Project 64. Well, I mean, maybe if you're using Glide 64, it will be better, but.
You know, I wonder, like, what's happening with the... I think it's still in the works, but the Paper Mario... like, I know it's been fully decompiled, but the thing is, they're still working, I guess, on assets for it, but it's very close to completion for, like, I guess, maybe some point a PC port. Like, I know it's been 100% done, so with the... thing. I just really hope we get some info soon about like a PC version.
Oh wait, with which thing were you? Oh,
with Paper Mario.
Paper Mario, yeah. I hope
it's been fully decompiled.
One thing that I'm personally hoping for is a 3DS port of it, because I want to actually play a good Paper Mario game on the 3DS.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, like I'm really hoping that we see that soon. It's been finished since April. We haven't heard anything.
And you know, the thing is, I was actually following that,
Are you in that server?
Yeah, well, Starhaven or another one. Because I'm in the Paper Mario modding server.
Yeah, have you heard anything what's going on? Because from what I've read, apparently it's like, it's still being something that they're working on, or something.
I haven't really looked too much about that. I mostly use that server for following specific mods. Yeah. But yeah, I actually partnered. Is that the server that you were thinking of? The Paper Mario modding?
It's the one that's linked on the progress for the Paper Mario decompilation one.
Yeah, I think that is the server because I've actually partnered that server with the Paper Mario 3DS beta server that I co-own.
Okay. Yeah, I want to join that one because I want to see like what's going on with that version of the game.
Oh yeah, it's if you're on the Sticker Star beta server that I mentioned, it should be linked in the like in the server partners category on there or the channel. But I really like this version of DK Mountain here. I know I'm not sure how people will feel about the layout here, but personally I think it looks.
I'm on a different course.
Yeah, I think you're in a different like room.
I'm like, wait, I don't remember this thing called DK Mountain.
Wait, which one are you on right now?
I'm playing Autumn, the
Maple
I'm
Treeway.
playing Maple Treeway, yeah. And then you're like DK Mountain. I'm like, yes, DK Mountain. And I was like, what? Wait a minute, that's not right.
Like how it still says DK Cannon there.
That's cool, yeah.
And then the face of the volcano is pretty cool.
We got so many good weak courses in this game. We got Maple Treeway, Coconut Mall, Moonview Highway. We got so many good ones. Wii Rainbow Road. Like, if you're a Wii fan, we pretty much got Mario Kart Wii 2.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me check what server this is. This is called the Paper Mario Decomp server.
Oh, it has a separate server. It used to be a part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be a part of Starhaven, the Paper Mario modding community.
Yeah, they have a separate one. Actually, I'll link you this site. They said, yeah, they've reached 100%, and they're currently working on support for the full remaining versions of the game, assets, and more. And they said, like, let's see, they say, there is still work to be done before we can get started. Work can be done on a PC port. The primary blockers of some assets are still packaged as raw binary data rather than being properly extracted and built. Now that we have 100% reached the US version of the game, we'll be focusing on support for the remaining assets. So, I guess they're just trying to still work on that. So hopefully it doesn't take too long, but at least we're getting, you know, the game's code has been compiled. So it's pretty much just the assets that they're working on. Maybe next year we'll see it. That's probably likely. But you know what? We get Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door next year, and that is the best thing. So
yeah, they don't honestly.
wait.
They don't need to make any more games after that. That could be their final game, and
like,
I would be
honestly,
satisfied.
I just can't wait. I can't wait to see the opening, like with the full, like, you know, with the book and like the lore, like when they explain that, like in the
and then
opening
also
scene with like Princess Peach.
the
I can't wait to see how
cutscenes
that
too.
looks. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna be more like cinematic.
I think they probably will. Like Mario RPG is doing that, and then also Origami King had that. I think they're probably gonna do some cinematic, cuts, like pre-rendered cutscenes here.
Like the Rock Hawk thing looked better because it's like in that when from the trailer when they showed him like entering the stage, the ring thing, like it looks way better.
Yeah.
Whereas like in the original thing, it looked really bad. But like comparatively, it just looks really strange.
Then also the
like,
hooktail too also looks.
Yeah, that looks way more cinematic. I do wonder how they're going to do the opening, and also the opening with the book seems like it's rendered as like a video instead of like it actually being like a model.
Yeah.
Like the original. So it's funny when I see people like some reactions are just like Mario Party. I've seen some of them. It's just like, what? Like no. It's like the book opens with that song. I like immediately know what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's like you immediately know what it is. Thousand-Year Door. Oh
yeah.
My goodness.
That
right?
was exactly what I was like waiting for. Like for any like sort of Thousand-Year Door reveal, I was waiting for the book. Like
I knew they would do that immediately. Like I knew that would be the first thing they'd show, because it's like the first thing you see when you open the game.
Yeah. But it's
some
still
people are like Mario Party.
It still doesn't feel real. It still doesn't feel real that it's happening.
Like, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's just a thing that's going on next year, you know? Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
Yeah.
Like it could have been Paper Mario Color Splash.
If someone like if you told someone like a year ago that Thousand-Year Door would be in Nintendo's lineup, like they would laugh.
And Mario RPG.
And Mario RPG.
I know. I remember there was a rumor about it and I remember we talked about that rumor, and we said how it's like that's such a specific thing to like have like a rumor.
I meant Jack's Epic said, I meant by emulators of old consoles, not new ones. Well, I mean, I would say GameCube and Wii is old enough.
Yeah.
Because that's
Like,
like,
and turn to like NES, like Super Nintendo. I mean, most of that stuff now is just like, you know, you got Beats, SNES, and stuff. You've got like, for NES stuff, there's just so many different emulators for that. There's like Mesa, and that's probably a good one. That's the one I think I've
Yeah.
used that one before.
And then for
And like,
GBA, I use MGBA.
yeah, that one's a good one. I'm pretty sure MGBA just plays the original Game Boy games too, right? I think. 'Cause it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, then DS is like Melon DS. Those are pretty much everything. Yeah. But yeah, like I just think it's so crazy how we went from like the dark ages of 2020 and partially, you know, 2022, like the end of it, where we had like no Mario games, except for like Mario plus Rabbids. But again, that wasn't even developed by Nintendo, so you can't really count that. To like all these Mario games, and it's pretty cool to see. And I'm so excited to play Thousand Year Door. Like, I just can't wait. I need it now.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, Mario RPG is like the appetizer. It's like, it's a good appetizer, like really, really good. But it's still the appetizer, you know? Or it's like the first course, you know?
Yeah,
it's like a good thing, you know?
I'm still not in a room with someone. That's weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was sent to a different room as well.
I keep trying to rejoin here.
Yeah, this is weird. Okay, this... Yeah, you're not in this room. I think
Yeah, I
I'm
keep joining an
Devin.
empty room here. That's weird.
I keep getting the same courses recommended over and over again. You know, that's actually one thing I've noticed recently. I was playing with another friend of mine, and like...
You know, I'm gonna go ahead.
We kept getting the same courses.
I'm gonna go ahead and go into single player and do the Grand Prix just so I can clear that here. I'm just gonna do 150cc for now, just so I can.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna, since I was kind of put in a room with like no one here, I'm just gonna play through the Grand Prix and then get the credits. But all of you are still welcome to join the tournament. It's still
the
open.
Credits when you do a Grand Prix?
Yeah, you can do the... Yeah, if you finish the final cup, well, and I think if you also do all the others as well, obviously, you can actually get the credits for the booster course pass.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That is... I think that's really cool.
Like, I bet you it plays... Does it play the... I wonder what music plays. Maybe you don't...
I'll have to see. No one spoil it for me yet, because I just want to see this. I only saw, like, a couple pictures of it.
So I have to play every single one. Okay.
Well, I think if you've already played the other ones, you don't have to play them again.
Okay. I'm gonna guess the song it plays is Rainbow Road, the 3DS one, because they use that in, like, everything, right?
Yeah.
They use it in, like, every, like, ending of everything, so I bet you that's gonna be the song. Or maybe it's an original song, I don't know.
It would be cool if it was an original song, but no one spoiled me. Oh, and there's the Rocky Wrench.
Yeah, I'm also playing the Grand Prix as well.
it's just crazy to see how far this game has come over the years.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen pictures of like the Wii U version of the game, just like without any DLC or anything, and it's so sad. It's a few characters and that's it.
Oh, do you have to get 3 stars in all of them? Because I think the credits in most like usually in Mario Kart they usually just happen when you just like complete them in general. Well, you'd have to get like at least 1 star in them, but I mean it. But you might be right. Like, it might have to be, like, 3 stars to get the credits, but, I wanted to see the shell there.
Yeah, the Rome course is really nice.
Yeah.
I like the visuals, the style.
Honestly, I would have to say this is, like, definitely the best wave, in terms of, like, everything in general that we're getting.
Mm-hmm. Also, under your opinion, what do you think are, like, you know, the Game Awards nominees are gonna be soon. They're gonna announce them soon.
Okay,
and,
Tears of the Kingdom.
Really...
Tears of the Kingdom. Mario Wonder, since I feel like since it
there
is
are 6 nominees.
Okay, so
I
think
so Mario Wonder has a chance.
I do think Mario Wonder has a good chance, just since it's a big new mainline Mario game. Tears of the Kingdom, definitely.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Baldur's
Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3, yeah.
Would be there. I'd also think that I guess it's like you have Final Fantasies up there. Yeah, you have Final Fantasy 16. That could be there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it will.
Also, the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, it depends on what they count as, like, is that as like a remake or not.
Well,
like,
I think.
Like, do they even count remakes?
I think they do.
I mean, they counted Final Fantasy 7 remake. I mean, that's not really much of a remake, though. It's more like a
I mean, to be fair, they
but...
did do quite a lot with the Resident Evil remakes as well, but not as much.
Yeah, no,
well,
I'm saying, like, yeah, that's definitely closer to like a recreation, like fully, like kind of reimagining things. So that's definitely a game. I think, yeah, those will probably be like the nominees. Even I'm trying to think of, like, the Street Fighter 6. That's another one that could maybe, but probably not. Yeah, those are pretty much, I think, what we're gonna see up there. In terms of best strategy game, I think Pikmin 4 is a good chance.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't see any other game other than
like,
Pikmin 4.
It's really competing against Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, Fire Emblem too, but I think Pikmin kind of.
Pikmin's gonna easy.
Yeah,
take it.
the
Easy.
thing I liked Engage. I thought it was fun because that's actually the only Fire Emblem game that I've actually played other than the mobile game. But Pikmin 4, I feel like that has a much better chance.
I really hope that gets an award. I think that'd be really cool. So that, I think that's a good one. Best family game, Mario, easy.
Yeah.
That's gonna win. Really, it's competing against WarioWare Move It. It's competing against Sonic Superstars.
And then maybe Pikmin 4 again.
Yeah, maybe Pikmin 4. Or maybe, I don't know, Kirby Return to Dreamland. Probably not.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Minecraft
restart.
Legends, that will be there too. Well, it wasn't the greatest game, but you'll definitely see it be an honorable mention. I mean, it'd be an honorable mention. I mean, a nominee. I also think that, yeah, so I think that's for the family game. In terms of, they don't do like DLCs and stuff, right?
Oh,
for
I'm
Game
surprised that I
Awards.
don't have 3 stars in some of these. I guess I'm gonna have to play some of them again.
Yeah, like if they have a DLC thing, I hope they put Xenoblade's DLC because that was actually really good. And they also have the Cyberpunk DLC that came out this year. And I think also I think Horizon Forbidden West had DLC, and also there was a few other things that had DLC. Like I think like Cyberpunk had DLC, Elden Ring had DLC I think as well. So they could do a DLC. They could do like some sort of DLC category. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
See, Devin said 3 stars in all booster course pass cups. See, Jack's Epic said, should other retro games based on cartoons get the remake treatment as DuckTales video game did? I don't know if like many specifically, but I mean if it's a good game, then sure.
Yeah, I can't really think of many that
I mean, like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. That was one that happened. That really was a good one.
Yeah.
DuckTales. Like, I mean, I believe that hasn't been re-released though since. I think that's the one. That's the game I took down. I think.
The way they
then for
handled
the
that game was so weird.
Oh yeah, you remember they took it down randomly.
Yeah, that was
the
like
license.
Yeah. That's why I prefer physical games over digital.
Yeah, that's what happened with, I remember, Scott Pilgrim, I think, that got taken down similarly. And then that got a physical and, like, a big new flashy release. So it's like when they have those licensed games, those can be a little bit iffy, right? Especially when it's, like, digital only. So they could be like, oh, sorry, we don't want you to play this game anymore. Too bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Tears of the Kingdom wins Game of the Year. I think that'd be really cool. But I could see maybe Baldur's Gate take it and be like, oh, it took it, and it's like.
Also, are we gonna get another Bill Clinton moment?
Yeah, I was gonna say that when you said that. I was like, yeah, we're gonna get the next moment. Like Matan, he's gonna come back. He's gonna just be cosplaying as like Jeff Keighley, or like, and he's just gonna like run in and be like, hey, or it's like no, Jeff Keighley will pull off like a mask from his face, like, and it would just be him underneath.
I keep like losing at the last second here. I'm trying to get first place in all of them, but like it's weird because 150cc isn't even that hard. I don't. Maybe I'm just getting used to the tracks and everything. I don't know. But it's weird. Like I just like the rubber banding in Mario Kart games sometimes, even outside of Wii, can be a little bit annoying. Because I feel like I'm not sure how prevalent it is in this game exactly. I know it was very prevalent in Wii, but it did kind of seem like it exists a little bit.
Yeah. I do think, you know what's actually another prediction I have for the Game Awards? We're gonna get a trailer for another Code.
Yeah, that kind of seems like
in like mid-January.
Oh
like,
yeah.
There's no way they can put that in a direct before they like. So I do wonder if they're gonna have a new trailer for that game, because like why not? Like you're gonna show that game off to like millions of people.
You know, I've noticed something with January releases. It seems like Nintendo always saves the games that will specifically be popular in Japan for January. Like Fire Emblem. I know, well, Fire Emblem has a pretty big Western audience now. Well, and I know it is fairly popular, but it's the most popular in Japan. And then also like the Tokyo Mirage Sessions game, that was a January release.
Yeah, and I believe Bayonetta 1+2 was.
Well, Bayonetta is fairly
release, or
popular.
February.
Bayonetta is fairly popular in the
Maybe that was a February release, but yeah, I know. But it's like a similar thing. But like
yeah.
another code, I'm actually really excited to play that. I'm gonna get it. It looks really cool. Like I played a bit of the DS one not too long ago just to get a feel for it, and it's really cool. It's actually a really cool game. Like
Yeah.
It's very much. It gives me vibes of like those weird like Wii puzzle DS games. Like it feels very specific and it looks really cool, and it has both the Wii and DS games. So I'm actually really interested in playing it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think like I've always not always wanted to play it, but I think I actually didn't really know much about it, and then I kind of researched into it, and I was like, this actually looks pretty neat. So I'm gonna check it out. It looks to me way more interesting because it's more like an action puzzle. Well, not actually. Maybe it's more like adventure puzzle game. But it reminds me of a lot of those skip kind of games that they made, like stuff from the Wii era, like Captain Rainbow and those kind of weird games that Skip made.
Who remembers booting up your Game Boy Advance and playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga? Superstar Saga is actually my favorite game in the series. Well, I didn't play it until a couple years ago, but...
Yeah, me too.
But I do have a physical copy of it for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I am, Are you gonna get another code when it releases?
Maybe. I think I'm probably gonna save my money for, the...
Donkey Kong?
Yeah. But, I might get it. Maybe for my
I wanna
birthday.
check it out. I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna get it. At least, because I want to also...
Is it actually a Nintendo published game?
It's a Nintendo game, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
You didn't know?
Well,
I thought you knew that.
Well, for some reason I thought it was a... For some reason I thought it was like a different... Like, I thought it was just a Nintendo exclusive.
No, it's
and
not.
Everything.
That game is literally like Nintendo co-developed it with...
Oh, wow.
Sing.
You know,
so it is a Nintendo game.
Because for some reason, the way people talk about it, they talk about it like it's some... Like... It's like a... I mean, I guess like a second-party game, kind of.
It's
but
not. It's a first-party, like, Nintendo. Basically, like, Sing made it with Nintendo because even the game itself, it uses, like, a lot of cool aspects of, like, the hardware. Like, it uses the, it uses certain features, and it kind of has, like, a lot of, like, Nintendo stuff. There are, like, references, I think, in there as well to certain things. But, like, yeah, it is a Nintendo, like, Nintendo helped develop that game. It's kind of like Xenoblade in a way, where you think of, like, Monolith Soft. Same kind of idea, where it's, like, Nintendo, helped with the development for that game. And that's why I'm really interested in checking it out, because it has a lot of...
Yeah, the reason I'm just kind of finding out about this now is because I really did, like... Games, I mean, I didn't really think about it that much before. Like, I've known about it, but it was just, like... Not really, it wasn't really on my radar, but now that you mentioned that, it's kind of like a thing that was specifically made, like, and partially developed by Nintendo. I might check it out, because that seems like something that might actually be really cool. So...
Yeah, like, Nintendo,
because, you know, the thing is...
They were the ones who, like, published it.
Yeah, because I know now... It's probably going to have a pretty good level of quality to it, considering the fact that it is partially developed by Nintendo. Because sometimes, like, second-party games don't always have the best quality, but now that I know that it is technically, like, actually a first-party game...
You'd know about that.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's why I was, like, really interested to check it out, because it seemed that, you know, Nintendo's kind of putting a lot of, they're doing this game, and that's the thing, too. They are not developing this remake. The developers who made the original game... It's like, imagine Monolith Soft going out of business and Nintendo remaking Xenoblade Chronicles instead. It's like that.
So it's actually like what is Nintendo Studios behind this, or
We don't know. We have no
Okay.
idea. Basically, the original company who made the game
It
called
might-
Sing went out of business.
Oh, yeah,
in like 2010.
yeah, I think I did hear about that.
And it's like Nintendo, I guess, absorbed all of their assets. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking happened.
Though
But yeah, like they own
yeah,
it.
so I feel like it's either gonna be developed by I would say either Monolith Soft or Intelligent Systems. Intelligent Systems is
Maybe
working.
Grezzo, I'm thinking. could also be behind
Actually,
it.
yeah, Grezzo could possibly.
But yeah, it is a Nintendo thing, so it's not like some random company doing it. Like this is Nintendo's thing. That's why, like, if you notice, that's where they put an emphasis in the trailer for the
Yeah,
direct.
because it was just something that they kind of dropped. But yeah, maybe we'll get more games now in the series.
Yeah, like what I've noticed is that and that's another thing why I want to buy it too, because it's interesting to support something like that, because it's like a really obscure game.
Yeah.
That and like a franchise that had 2 games.
It's
and
like
the company died.
it's
It's
like-
like imagine the Chibi Robo. Imagine they made a new remake
Yeah.
of like, a Chibi Robo game, and that wasn't made. You know that original game was developed by
Or
Skip,
also-
which
or
was
also-
with Nintendo.
or also kind of like either Advance Wars or Famicom Detective Club. You know, the thing is with Famicom Detective Club, I'm really disappointed that didn't get a physical
No
release.
physical, yeah.
Yeah, that I would have
I
bought
was
that if
actually
it got a
interested
physical
in getting
release.
it
Yeah.
too. But like the thing is, it's so expensive, and it's you just to get a digital thing, and it's like I would have.
Wait, did
wanted
it get
nice
a did it get a physical release in Japan?
It did, I think.
You know, I might consider picking that up at some point.
But the Japanese version doesn't have English, I think.
Wait,
It can't switch regions,
Hmm.
I believe. That's what I heard, because I heard people thinking that they wanted to get the special edition or whatever of the game, but if they bought that version, it wouldn't work.
huh?
Or like it would be in
Because you know, the thing is, I actually bought Brain Age or Brain Training on with my Japanese Nintendo account. That has the English version and everything. You know, I'm not sure, like, because usually when you get a Japanese game on the Switch, it pulls up, it automatically defaults to the English version when you have like an English speaking account. So I don't know. I'll have to see.
Yeah. That's why I think we're probably gonna get a trailer for another code in the Game Awards, because Nintendo probably wants to start marketing that game next. But to me, that's why I find it super fascinating. A lot of people kind of didn't like. People always ask, "Oh, when are they bringing this Nintendo franchise back, or this one, or this one?" And it's like this is one right here that, you know, is from a company that's dead. They don't exist anymore. And like just the fact that they're doing this means that other games like Chibi Robo have a chance for Nintendo to be like, oh, remake the first Chibi Robo and put it on Switch. You know, they could do that. Nintendo owns the.
And you know,
rights to
that
Chibi
also
Robo
means
along
that the
with
Mario
Bandai Namco.
that also means that the Mario and Luigi series has a pretty good chance of coming back, because one, Nintendo values the RPGs now, like with Thousand Year Door and the Mario RPG remake. And then since they're also kind of bringing games back from developers that shut down, and also the fact that like there's a possibility that some of the former Alpha Dream employees were absorbed either into Nintendo or one of like a company associated with Nintendo, like Intelligent Systems or Grezzo.
Yeah, we don't like. That's why like this game's particularly like it, because of the fact that it's from a company like that doesn't exist, and it's an IP that like belongs technically to Nintendo. If they want to bring it back, they can. There's nothing against them saying, oh, like we can't do it. No, like they can.
Yeah.
So
Also,
that's why I just find that super fascinating, because who knows what they can do.
also, can you read the chat?
All right. Okay. Did you know there was a Kablooey game with Kid Clown in it?
Oh, was that the PS1 Kablooey sequel? Because I know
Maybe
there was,
it's that one.
because there was one of the PS1, and then there was Charlie Blast Territory on the Nintendo 64 that Demeach has. I can't wait till they add that on NSO. That will be
It's also
amazing.
called Bomb Zool as well, the game.
Oh, Bomboozle? Yeah.
Or Bomboozle. Okay.
Did you know someone made like a fan remake of Kablooey?
Yeah, I think you tried to get it to work or something.
Yeah, well, it did work once, but when I tried to play it again, it didn't work. But it's so weird. It was made in 2006, and it's really interesting.
Okay. But you know what's one thing too? I was watching a video about another code, and apparently in the game they do some like weird things where it's like I think it uses like parts of the menus of the console. For stuff. Like I think in the Wii version, it may have been that you'd have to go to like the Wii menu's message board and look for something as a clue. I think.
I know the Wii did use like the message board like a few times.
But like I've heard that in the game it uses a lot of like the gimmicks or like aspects of the Wii, where it's like you have to go to the menu of the Wii in order to like do something. You know, in order to like I guess maybe solve a puzzle in order for you to actually. I forget what it is specifically, but I know it uses stuff like that. So I just wonder how they're gonna do that stuff in the Switch version. Like how are they gonna kind of emulate those things? And that's what I'm thinking. These games have to be completely kind of like redesigned. But it's like it's a big project too for two games basically getting a remake. So yeah, that's why I'm pretty interested in seeing what they do with it. And I really want to see the developers. Like we don't even know the developers for RPG, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who's doing it. It'd be cool if it was Square Enix doing it.
Though I'm not sure.
That's probably.
Well, the thing is with Square Enix, I feel like it doesn't really look like something that they would make. It looks very first-party Nintendo-esque.
It looks ND Cube.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it. I would say it might be running off of ND Cube's engine, but I don't think it's ND Cube because ND Cube, like with their music and everything, well, they have a very specific style of both the music and models. That this well, I mean, aside from a few models, this remake doesn't really seem like. And ND Cube doesn't really have any experience in RPGs either, so I don't.
True.
So I think it's probably Grezzo. If I had to bet money on it, I would say probably Grezzo.
You think Grezzo? Okay. Thing is though, Grezzo hasn't even updated their website that they're working on it. So I mean, again, I guess they can update it later.
Nintendo didn't reveal the developer either, so. I'm not sure. And I feel like if Square Enix was doing it, they would be advertising it, and they aren't. So...
Yeah, I don't know. It could be Grezzo, but, like, Grezzo hasn't... I mean, I know they usually don't say anything, but, like... I don't know. I feel like if it was Grezzo... they would have said that they're working on it or something, or at least that like they would have had on their website or anything like that, but they don't seem to. But then again, I'm not sure if the same thing was with Link's Awakening, where they said that they're working on that. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out when it comes out next week. But wait, wait. If it comes out next week,
that means it will be
when will the
linked.
game get leaked?
Probably in a couple days.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, wait a minute. If it comes out, on the Friday, that means that like, you know, today's Wednesday. So in a couple of days, they're probably gonna get the Elite version of the game. Yeah, we're probably gonna find out the developer in a matter of days.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that soon. That's the only thing that I'll spoil myself about.
Yeah.
Oh, and also the music. I've already heard this entire soundtrack of the original game, so I don't mind listening to the remake soundtrack. Well, I mean, I'll save a couple songs like the final boss and some things, but for the songs that we already heard in the trailers, I don't mind listening.
Yeah, I don't mind listening to those either. We pretty much heard most of them anyways, like full loops.
Yeah.
Like the battle theme, which sounds really good.
Yeah, the battle theme is really cool. Have you heard the whole thing?
Like pitch.
Yeah.
And
then it also has this. It also has this section with the marimba as well. It kind of reminds me of Partners in Time a little bit with that battle theme. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like a Mario and Luigi battle theme with the way it's structured. Like it kind of builds up and then it repeats at some points, but then it also changes, which I really like.
Yeah, honestly, it sounds so good. Like, Yoko Shimomura has done a really, really good
Yeah.
job with it, and it's like, you know, like that's one game that the soundtrack needed to be like, it needed to match its original in terms of like, kind of sound and like tone, and I'm so glad that it sounds so nice.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to play that game. So I've never really played it before. I mean, I played it maybe for like 5 minutes, but I was always like, yeah, I don't know if I can get into it.
I played a good chunk of it, but I haven't gotten like super far in it. But I do kind of know the basics of the game and everything. And I mean, I do know quite a lot about the game too, because I have been interested in the game for years, even though I didn't really get around to playing like too much of it. I'm probably about like a third of the way through the game in the original version.
Yeah, I haven't played much of it at all, so to me this is completely new. I never played it really, so I'm very excited to go into it. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I'm very that's the thing, I guess with 1000 Year Door I'll know the changes of what they've done to improve the game.
Oh yeah, I will know immediately. I mean, I already do notice some of the changes in Mario RPG, but 1000 Year Door, I'll instantly know what they changed.
Yeah, like I'll know, like, okay, they changed this texture, they changed that thing, they redesigned this, you know, like in the trailer I noticed so
yeah,
many
I already
things
noticed a
changed.
lot of things, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm so excited for that.
You know, honestly, I'm hoping that, like, I know the Mario RPG remakes changed some of the names, and I feel that's probably because of the translation was a bit off in the original. But
yeah,
one thing that I really hope they don't change the translations in 1000 Year Door too much. Well, at least for the character names. I mean, the characters are already... It was already in that era of Mario where most things already had a basic standard in place. So, I don't think they're going to change too much.
Yeah.
They're not going to change Goombella to, like, Goombet or something. Imagine if they do that. That
Goombaria.
Goombaria. Actually...
Paper Mario 64.
Yeah.
Like, oh, oops, guys, we made a mistake. He's the same character canonically.
Though I don't think they would do anything like that, because they're already acknowledging Paper Mario 64 in the remake.
I know, it's like, that's like the most, like, they were really trying to target, like, that fan group, you know? It's so cool.
Hey, Reese and Anton,
so
can we make a concept of a Kemco remake collection, with the remakes of their many games, like the, Bugs Bunny, Crazy, Castle...
Oh, I know those games.
Kid Clown, Inca Bluey. Yeah.
Kemco, yeah, they made a lot of games. I know I have a bunch of Game Boy games from them, I know.
I feel like Kemco is the game developer of all time.
I have to search up what games they made, because I know, yeah, they made Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle stuff. They did some other stuff as well. I have to search it up. I think they've done some RPGs as well.
Super Kablooey RPG.
Yeah. Let me see. What's by Kemco? For Game Boy, they made... Okay. They made the Sword of Hope. Okay, I knew they made that one. They made the Sword of Hope. They made Spy vs. Spy. That's a good one. They made Boulder Dash. They made Virtual League Baseball on the Virtual Boy.
Oh, wow.
They made Top Gear as well. Okay. They made Top Gear. They made, like, few Mickey Mouse games. They made Dr. Franken. Yeah, so they're known to make quite a few games. Oh, Track and Field, they made that too? Okay, yeah, I guess they made a bunch of different stuff. Oh, they made Phalanx as well.
Oh yeah, the one with the weird cover on the SNES.
Banjo guy. That's a great one. They made all the classics. Yeah, they're making. I think they made like a new Top Gear recently, or announced one or something. Or no, it's a collection. I think it's a collection of those games, but it's not called Top Gear. It's called something else because they don't own the rights to that. They also made let's see this game. It's a Daikatana as well. Yeah, so they've made quite a few games. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I guess they made the one on the Virtual Boy.
Oh, I just noticed that the Bone Piranha plants are in here in Bowser's Castle. Reese Mika Kemco game marathon stream. And then Kemco made many Mickey Mouse games on the Game Boy, such as Mickey Mouse 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Yeah, they made a lot of games. Yeah, one game I've played from them is called The Sword of Hope on Game Boy. It's pretty cool. You know what's one game I want to eventually... That's like another game that's lost that maybe you have never heard of. Have you ever heard of like, what's it called? It's a Virtual Boy game made by... Oh, it's called Dragon Hopper. Do you know about that?
I'm not sure if I have.
It's a
no.
game by Intelligent Systems.
No, I think I have heard of it, actually.
Yeah, it never came out. There's like screenshots and a box art of the game. It's super high quality that we have. But the game never released.
So kind of like
trademarked and everything.
So kind of like Virtual Boy Mario Land.
No, not even like that wasn't even really fully a game.
Well, I mean the thing is, I mean both. Well, I mean they're both never released Virtual Boy games.
Well, no, this game was like it was done, like it was ready to ship.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I know that it's different in that aspect. I was just saying they're both. Yeah. I'd say they're similar in the fact that they were never fully released. Yeah, they were both canceled.
But this game, to me though, it was a bit weird because it's like it was in magazines. It was all ready to go. Like they had the game.
Was the ROM ever found, or is it?
I don't think it's ever been. It's still lost, yeah. And it probably will be lost forever. Because who even knows? Well, actually, then again, they said the prototype hasn't resurfaced anywhere yet. There could be a copy that one day pops up, but I guess it's unknown if any employees from Intelligent Systems or Nintendo still have a copy of the prototype. They may not have one. But to me, it's like... To me, that's one of the coolest ones that I hope one day maybe gets found. Because it's a game by Intelligent Systems. Who doesn't like that game from them?
Yeah, like Paper Mario Sticker Star.
Exactly. You know, all their games are the peak at the peak.
Yeah, you gotta love that. You gotta love Intelligent Systems. The best games from them, like Sticker Star, Color Splash, Fire Emblem Heroes. Even though that was co-developed by Dina or whatever that thing is. I think Intelligent Systems still did work on that game though. Gotta love all of their classics.
I really hope that one day Dragon Hopper is... Wait, actually, is it? I found some site and they have the game? Wait, no. This is like some fake thing? I'm so confused. This is not real. Wait, I don't understand.
The way they pulled off Wii Rainbow Road here is so good. It doesn't even feel like it was from Tor.
Yeah. They did a really good job with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's like one of the games that I hope one day gets a resurgence, because it was almost done. A prototype may be able to be found one day. I should never say it would be lost forever, but that's not a game that I have any confidence in finding. I guess it's a bit more likely than something like Mother 64 to be dumped. But I don't know. I don't see it happening anytime soon, especially if it's been this long.
Yeah.
But that's one game that I hope one day gets
Oh!
found.
Oh! I got the credits here for Mario.
You did?
Yeah. That's really cool.
Wait, don't tell me what song.
Okay, I won't. But I'll just say it sounds really good.
Okay, okay.
Oh, wow, this is amazing.
Is it an original song though? No.
I won't say if it is or not,
Okay, okay.
but you might be surprised. In a good way. But I won't
Okay,
say
okay.
anything more.
All right. Yeah, I'm on Rainbow Road now, and you didn't have to get 3 stars for everything, right?
No, you don't. You just
Okay,
have to
I'm
you
on
just
the
have to
last
play
course.
through them at least once. This is really cool. They have like different the different ads, stickers, signs in the background. That is really cool.
Okay, I'm almost there.
Oh my gosh, this is really cool. This is probably the highest quality credit sequence I've seen for a DLC.
I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles. You could miss that one. That's a good credits for
Yeah.
the DLC.
Yeah, well, I mean, this one, I just feel like it feels like one for like a brand new game and everything.
I guess this is our new Mario Kart for the time being.
Yeah. It took 10 years to get, like, well, I mean, it already had a credit sequence, but it took 10 years to get the fully complete credit sequence.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a double cherry render here. I know there's the double cherry, or the cherry cup, but like... Oh, it's a part of the tropical grocery thing. Okay, it's a part of one of the ads. I was like, why is there a random double cherry render thing? Because I recognize that from 3D World. Oh, and even some Vancouver Velocity references here. I won't say how they referenced it, but you'll recognize it.
Cool. I love how Mario Kart Wii is like the last, the Rainbow Road's last track. It's like, that's such a perfect way.
Yeah.
There isn't like a track I think is like more nostalgic than that one.
Play a Chemco game in the stream and just complete the first level and end the stream. I'm not sure. Oh, there's some Nabbit representation there.
He's a secret unlockable character when you do the credits. Imagine. And it's like at the end, there's like a screen that says like, "We'll see you in 9."
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like Miyamoto right there, it's being like, "Yeah, we'll see you in 9." It's like a picture. It's like, you know, like the Game Boy camera of him dancing.
Oh, and they have a picture here too. This is really cool.
Here we go. Time for the credits. After the results, right? It is?
Yeah. That is really cool. They have the like final picture here. That's amazing. I really like how high quality that looks and everything. That almost looks like official renders. Okay, but yeah, so that's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that's Mario Kart 8 in general. Like, just a long 10-year journey we've been on with this
Okay, here we
game.
go. Here's the oh.
I remember when they first revealed 8 back at E3 well, I think it was E3 2013. Yeah, that was, yeah, it's
Okay,
crazy.
didn't play. Didn't play.
Oh, did you complete all of the cups?
I
Well,
actually don't know if I did.
you have to at least play through each of the cups once. Like,
Okay,
you don't
okay.
have to get 3 stars, but you have to at least play
I'm
through
missing
them.
one cup. I'm no joke. I'm missing the one between Feather and Acorn.
Okay, please play a Chemco game. Okay. Since you requested it, I'll play one Chemco game.
Play the Sword of Hope or
No,
something.
I need to play Kablooey. I need to play
Okay,
Kablooey.
okay.
It needs to be Kablooey.
They didn't have the cherry cup. Okay.
Let's see. There it is. Wait, how much playtime do I have in this game? I'm curious. An hour and 15 minutes of Kablooey. Okay, here it is. Let's play Kablooey again. Okay. It's been a while since I played this game.
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this stream. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.
See ya.